All right, folks, we're at the last in line, pun intended, of these Dio album reviews. Um, and we'll be, I'll go ahead and start this off by saying what a hell of an album 2004's Master of the Moon is. Man, and what a way to go out. Of course, this wouldn't be the last album Dio ever appeared on. He appeared on the album The Devil You Know by the band Heaven and Hell, which is, of course, Black Sabbath's lineup from Mob Rules and Dehumanizer. But they just went by Heaven and Hell, and that's a great album too. But for the Dio band, this was a great way to go out. And, Craig Goldie comes back. And I got to say this, Mr. Goldie, it's almost like he just kept getting better with age. I mean, I would say this is his best, like, soloing work on any Dio album I've heard. Riffs, I don't know about that. I like some riffs on some previous ones better that he's on, even though the riffs are incredible on this. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. And track number one more for the road. This is a classic Dio opener, that fast pace that you've seen consistently. Of course, some albums have been the exception, but it's been a consistent thing with him that he opens up with a big fast paced opener. Then we've got the badass title track, Master of the Moon. And man, the bass on here, from Jimmy Bain, from Dawkins bass player. Or I may be mistaken, I can't remember. Or Jeff Pilson, somebody like that is on here on bass. But either way, the bass on this album is really great. The production's really big, and you can really get that sense on that song, The Master of the Moon. Then you've got the song The End of the World, and that's one of my favorites off here, easily. It just that's one of them epic ones off here that just keeps, it'll go through, and the verses are so melodic, and the lyrics on this album are just, they flow so well together. Very well written lyrics from Dio. Then we got track number 4, Shivers, which is another hell of a track. Track number 5, The Man Who Would Be King. Not my favorite off here, but it's damn good. It's, another one with a really badass riff and a killer solo from Craig Goldie. Then we've got track number 6 is my favorite track off this entire album. And man, The Eyes. It's almost anthemic near the ending. And you talk about just a badass riff. And the lyrics, and near the end when they're just chanting along, like with Dio's just... I'm telling you, it sounds really anthemic near that breakdown, and then from that point on until the end of the song, and it just, man, it builds up. That's easily my favorite song off this album. Then we've got Living the Lie, which is another one of my favorite ones. This album is just filled with awesome stuff. I Am is track 8. Not one of my favorites, but good track nonetheless. Death by Love, track 9, is kind of a filler track to me as well. Again, like I said, there's a few of these, but those first 3, track number 5, track number 4, track 6, 7, all just incredible. And then track number 10, the final track, Dio's final track on any of his, his band's albums. In Dreams, and man, what a way to go out. It's not a sad goodbye farewell like you would hear off Angry Machines. I think it had This Is My Life, if I'm remembering correctly, but that sounded like some kind of farewell. This just was a classic Dio song, In Dreams. There's a lot of callbacks on this album too to previous album titles and lyrics and stuff, and Dio does keep that same theme. Of course, with shaking it up, he doesn't get tiring or anything. He shakes it up on each album. Each album's got their own identity to it, as far as I'm concerned. And In Dreams is one of the best songs off here, possibly. I don't know if it's better than The Eyes, but man, it gives it a run for its money. And like I said, The End of the World is one of my favorites. Master of the Moon, Living the Lie. All of those are the top tracks off this last Dio album I'm reviewing here. And it's bittersweet, man, because I love all these albums, and I just loved revisiting. I've heard all of these albums multiple times, and thousands of times, almost, and some of them I'd kind of forgotten. So it was really interesting to go back and dig through these and revisit some of them. And I just discovered some tracks that I kind of had looked over, you know, just like I was talking about in Killing the Dragon last time I was reviewing it. But yeah, incredible album. And I'll tell you, the CD comes with some cool art too. You know, obviously I love the album cover. One of the really unique ones. Really looks like 80s stuff, you know, 80s Dio album cover. But next time, guys, we're ranking all, I think 10 of these albums. That's what he has. We're ranking all 10 of them. That may be a 20-minute video. Who knows? Maybe 30. I doubt it. But it'll be, I'm hoping that, you know, and honestly, I'm not even 100% decided yet on some of these ones. Rankings have been really difficult. But yeah, and also check out next time too on that ranking video, because at the end of that ranking video, I will be announcing the next band I will be going through. And I'll just, you know, I'll tell you, it's a big one. It's way bigger than these 10 albums, and that's a pretty bulky discography. But this will be a 18 album discography. But yeah, I'll reveal that the next time. But anyways, yeah, check out those rankings. I'm excited to do it, and thanks for watching.